see me that well, but you can hear me at least. Anyhow, I already, if you've been watching this whole video series, of course I already had this pre-cut. I had to do a little bit of disassembly and everything else, and rearranging my piping. But anyhow, my clean out that I'm going to be using to go up another stack down the road, and this for another stack down the road. That's nothing to talk about right now. But anyhow, what I want to discuss is this pipe elbow right here is basically rubbing up against my French drain, and I don't like that. And where this is going straight across, it's not going to meet up with the hole that was planned for inside the 2x6 wall. So I'm going to shift this back a few inches because I don't like how it's resting up against my French drain system. I want to give it a little, I want to have some stone between this pipe and here, and easier for me to concrete down the road. So I'm going to shift this back probably, it looks like a few inches, and then on this part right here where my tape measure is touching at the inch mark, that's going to be a floor drain, so that's going to come out with a P-trap and then up with an elbow and then up for a floor drain. So even though technically, and I have this resting on these little styrofoams just for temporary to keep it out of the water. But anyhow, I have 13 tight, 13.4 tight, which is 13.5 tight. But like I said, I want to give myself a couple inches between here and there. So, and then I have a little bit of room right here to play with. I'm going to have to change my framing a little bit right there, but that's beside the point. I can do that after the fact. So let's just say it was 13. Let's move it back 3 inches. That should give me plenty. So we're going to make it 10. And that'll still give me plenty right in this area, if you can even see that. And I might have to just take a little bit of that dirt, shave a little bit of that dirt off, but that will be no big deal. But anyhow, we're gonna cut a piece at 10, and then I'm gonna prime it on both ends, glue it, cement it, whatever you want to call it. And then the PVC cement actually isn't like a glue. It actually is like a weld. It technically like sort of melts the plastic for a second while you fit it together, and that's how it gets a nice strong bond. But like I said, I'm not a plumber and I'm not going to go over how it really works. You can research that if you want. Don't dislike that because I said that. But anyhow, I'm going to cut this at 10, and then that'll give me 3 inches everywhere else. So I'm going to do that real quick and then put that together, and I'm going to get back to my fast speed. Alright. So now on this 4-inch by 2-inch Y, I am going to be coming off of the 2-inch right here down below, and I'm going to come out, it looks like around about, we're going to do about, get a better angle here for myself. We're going to give it about 8 inches out. Then I'm going to throw a 45 elbow on it to veer me this way, okay? And then I'll probably just add probably about, counting the slip in on each side is give and take about 1 inch. So we'll probably throw about a 4-inch bump out right here. That will slide in, and then I'll throw my P-Trap in there, and then we'll cement it and prime it and cement it, and then we'll bring a stack up for the future drain. Alright, so let's go over to my workbench and put that together. We'll assemble that real quick and do it. Let's do it. Well, as I assemble this P-Trap and everything else, I am sorry about the poor lighting. And once again, like I always say, if you're looking for advice for plumbing, for like DIY plumbing like I'm doing, this is just fine. But if you are a plumber by trade, well, of course, if you're a plumber by trade, I am probably doing things that are either one, extreme, and I could save myself time by doing different things. Of course, just like I'm a framer by trade, so there's many little tricks that you can do in framing, probably just like plumbing and electrical and all that stuff, to save you money and time and everything else. But since I got SOL from my plumbing company that I hired and gave money to a while back, and they ran off with my money, I have no choice in the matter to do this myself now, or I'd just be out more money, and well, I'd rather be out my personal time than more money. This is just a deburring tool. All I'm using it for is just to clean up the edges. This piece, actually I got lucky, there was already a chunk that was already cut, and it is 8.5. I want 8.5. I'm a, oh well, a half an inch. Who cares? This is my P-Trap that I bought. All I gotta do is, I got a bunch of them actually, but I'll clean these edges up a little bit, make sure there's no dirt and dust, and then I'll prime them and put them together. And then we will find out roughly how many inches of a stack I need to come up with, the pipe, and then we'll glue that pipe on here so it's out of the concrete, out of the ground, yada yada yada. And then I'll put a cap on it for future, and then when I go to pour concrete, I don't have to worry about anything going into my drain. Anyhow, I'm gonna start to glue this and put that nice DeWalt radio back together and put it on, and we'll go from there. I'll tell you. All right, that section's done right now. You can see it now. I'm pretty confident that I like it. I feel a lot happier about the results than what it was prior. Let's just hope everything dries good. I got to take that water and divert it and dry it up. But besides that, now where you see I moved the rubber cap was over down here in the beginning as of this project, and now I brought it over to there. Now that's just slipped on. That elbow's just slipped on. It's not glued, of course you can tell, and that plastic cap is just on there to keep everything clean. But anyhow, keep everything clean the best I can. Once this is all nice and dry, then of course I'll just rinse it off just for the heck of it, and then make sure that everything's still sealed and going good. That is it for right now till I clean this all up, and then I have to come over to this side where it's going to continue. And of course you saw me digging up mud, so I gotta put that extra mud back into these buckets over here, and I'm running out of buckets because the other buckets are getting used. So crossing fingers that everything looks good and level and has the right slope. And once I get the water out of here and start to backfill it, then I'll move my styrofoam and make sure that everything's perfect. I'll tell you, dealing with water while you're doing the plumbing, what can you do? What can you do? Stuff happens, right? All I gotta know is I gotta keep the seals out of the water while they're drying for the next couple hours. So I'm gonna go off the camera and just start vacuuming and cleaning, all right? Whoo, how's it going, everybody? How's it going? All right, when I ended the plumbing the other day, this is what I did, all right? I had to clean up all my mess behind here. I had all kinds of rock, if you remember, and mud, buckets full of mud, and I needed to clean up the area, vacuum, wash up everything. And so then I threw the rock that was over here, the gravel, and then I laid some mud on top. Now you'll probably see these little stones. They're just holding so my pipe doesn't move as I'm doing all this progress and getting the weight all the way across. If you did notice, I had this as a drain, and I had a drain over here between the stack pipe right there and the new pipe that's running out that way for the future bathroom and everything else that goes upstairs. But originally that wasn't going to be there. I was going to just have that as a drain, but then the piping was moved more straight so I could make my run clean. And then I looked for that, and I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to need that pipe there. So before I filled this, I didn't get it on camera, but I cut it off and then I put a cap on it and capped the pipe off. So, and it's just this much showing, so it's all good, but it's all capped. So I got that is going to be my center floor drain for this room. That stack's going to go up as one reason for a clean out, and then for other stuff, but we'll get to that when we get to it. But that's what I had to do, and that's the only thing I didn't get on camera. Now you do see that my water's getting a lot better. All I have is a little bit of water here. I'm going to be shot backing that up, and then I got to clean up all this dirt for the future bathroom downstairs, for the shower and the toilet. You're going to think this is a little goofy, but anyhow, I had to take a break from this house. Me and the family, we went on a vacation. And when I start to do my editing again on the new projects that we're going to be moving forward on, we're going to be probably saying this again. But anyhow, we went fishing. And that's going to be in a video separate from this. And oh, brothers and sisters, I got sunburn on the nose and everywhere else. But anyhow, as I'm just finishing, I'm even in my slippers. That's right, in sweats. But we were gone for 10 days. It was a much needed vacation. You can see everything is nice and dry. I'm still in the same position as the end of this video. I got to clean up the rest of the dirt and mud, throw it in those buckets, clean up this area, fill in, bring more gravel downstairs, fill this area in, connect that pipe, and continue forward. But thank you so much for continuing to watch me. Please hit the subscribe button, give me a like on this video, and I promise you we are going to be doing a lot more videos from here on out, and we're going to keep them on track. So please hit that subscribe, give me a like, give me a comment, keep us motivated on this project. And good news, my lady is going to be helping me do a lot of this work right now too, because on the vacation we decided that she's going to slow down on working so much, and we're going to do a lot of these projects together. So we're going to get the bathroom all set up, we're going to get the toilet in, we're going to get the shower in, and yada yada yada. And we're going to get the plumbing done, and get some flooring done, get this concrete covered up, and some sheetrock on the walls and on the ceilings and the electrical, and yeehaw! Woo! And coming soon will be, sorry about the lighting, coming soon will be a video on our fishing trip. Yes, and did I catch any fish? Brothers and sisters, did I catch any fish? Heck yes. I caught smallmouth, I caught largemouth, I even caught a rock bass. That's right, and I caught a walleye, a big walleye. I caught some little ones, and I caught a lot of little northern pike. Anyhow, that will be another video separate from everything else. And that will probably be done as soon as I can get to it. Woo! But thank you again for watching. This plumbing was a mess, especially if you've been following us for this long on this whole project of just this area and the rest of the area that goes back that way. It's been one hell of a journey. So we needed to take a vacation and regroup. But we're back, and we're going to be moving forward. Thank you again for watching.